Police surrounding a home in rural Maine tonight as they search for the suspect in a string of mass shootings.
One man believed to be responsible for 18 deaths in 2 locations just about 24 hours ago. WGN's Jenna Barnes joining us now with the latest. Jenna.
Police say they were at that home to execute search warrants. The FBI and law enforcement presence there has dwindled, and the suspect is still not in custody. We're beginning to learn more about the people he's accused of killing.
Come outside, walk to the front of the truck with your hands up.
FBI agents surrounding a home in rural Bowdoin, Maine for hours, speaking over a bullhorn. The home belongs to the relatives of mass shooting suspect 40-year-old Robert Card, wanted for killing 18 people and injuring 13 others in 2 shootings Wednesday night in Lewiston, a town of 37,000. The first target, a bowling alley during a children's league event.
When I looked around the corner, he was facing me at 30 feet, and he was racking his gun.
Witnesses recounting what they saw.
The first words out of my mouth were shooter, shooter, and follow me.
Police say Card then drove to a restaurant, Schmenge's Bar and Grill, where he opened fire again. The city councilor from a neighboring town lost his son Joseph there. He was the bar's manager.
My son was a hero, took a long blade knife and tried to go after the gunman to stop him from shooting anybody else.
The manhunt for the suspect closed schools and businesses. People in several counties asked to stay inside their homes and off the roads. Card is a U.S. Army reservist who spent 2 weeks in a mental health facility over the summer after he apparently made threats to shoot up a military base. These shootings drawing scrutiny of Maine's gun laws that don't require a permit to carry, and federal gun laws too.
I have opposed efforts to ban deadly weapons of war like the assault rifle used to carry out this crime.
Congressman Jared Golden says that position was a failure.
Which is why I now call on the United States Congress to ban assault rifles.
Maine does have a yellow flag law, which requires police to have a doctor find a person is a threat before police can petition a judge to remove that person's guns. Senator Susan Collins says it is her understanding that law should have worked in this case. Guys.
Well, Jenna, Illinois has stricter red flag laws in place, allowing family members or law enforcement to petition a court to temporarily prevent someone in crisis from getting hold of guns. A doctor's participation isn't necessary, but Governor J.B. Pritzker says even that doesn't always work.
You have to have somebody who's willing to report. You have to have somebody who's willing to go through that process in order to have those red flag laws go into effect. And so I would say it's probably as much a challenge for people on the ground who are experiencing this person one-on-one as it is for law enforcement.
More than half the households in the state of Maine have firearms. That's according to a study last year by the Boston University School of Public Health. We'll have an update on the mass shooting in Maine and the search for the suspected gunman coming up on the WGN News at 10. You can always read more on our website, WGNTV.com, and the free WGN News app.